Go. All right. So let me hose the chat up here. Okay. So there's the live session. Hi, everyone that's joining. Hi, everyone that's joining. Okay. We'll wait a few minutes to let people sort of get in and get situated. But then we can start. Hi, Claire.
Wait for everybody to get their popcorn.
Yeah, everybody get your popcorn, and then we'll start talking. And I'm just going to warn everybody it's going to suck. It's going to suck. It's not going to be pretty. I mean, you're all going to hate it. But, I mean, how much worse, could it be? So I do want to say this. Trump went to a Commanders game tonight, which is in Washington, D.C. And the minute he walked into the stadium, everyone in the stadium booed him. The entire fucking stadium booed Donald Trump. And there was no, I asked Kira, because Kira was like, oh, gosh, Wendy, at the Commanders game, they booed him. The whole stadium booed him. And I'm like, booed him loud enough to where he could hear it? She was like, I'm pretty sure everybody in the stadium booed the shit out of that motherfucker.
Good. He deserves it.
Which couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I mean, couldn't really happen to a nicer guy, but, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let me give the live channel. Can you drop the live link and the YouTube live link if I give it to you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here you go. So drop the Substack link and drop the into Substack.
Oh, yeah.
Drop them both. There you go. Okay. So anyway, Trump went to a game tonight and he got so booed. It's not fucking funny. The entire stadium booed him completely to tears. Yeah, I mean, Macabre, I completely agree with you. I mean, it needs to be more. So by the way, Macabre, do you want to come in tonight? You can if you want. You're welcome to if you want. I'll DM you the link. Here you go. There. So that's the first thing. The other thing that I am having a hard time with, and I think that everyone is having a hard time, is the shit with the Supreme Court. So, do we want to talk about the Supreme Court first, or we want to talk about the surveillance problem? Because the surveillance problem really sucks.
Can we get the surveillance problem out of the way?
Yeah, let's go on ahead and start talking about that. So, the Trump administration via INS and ICE is using an application called SocialNet. And the service, as near as I can figure, is part of the Shadow Dragon tool set. Now, here's what it does. I've already done a forensic analysis. So basically, Shadow Dragon SocialNet basically scans Facebook, Google, Reddit, WhatsApp, YouTube, Flickr, VK, Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest, Twitter, and X, Substack, and Twitch for key terms. And ICE is using it to track people who are critical of Donald Trump.
Huh.
So, hey, Adrian, what's up? Adrian, I can send you a link if you want to come in. Here, let me do that. So, SocialNet, which again is an actual tool you can buy and you can use. The government is using it, and everyone's social media posts are now being dredged. Oh, there's Cassie Green. I haven't seen her in a while. Cassie, you can come in if you want. So that means that every anti-Trump post that happens on any of those platforms is now in ICE's hands.
Fantastic.
Legally.
Just fan-fucking-tastic.
Legally. So what is this going to do to us? I mean, short answer, it's going to drive us to platforms they have no control over. Like Beehive. So here's where it gets bad. ICE and other federal law agencies already search social media, but now they're actually actively using a tool in large to do all that monitoring. Private contractors, in the amount of between 10,000 and 20,000, do nothing but troll social media for anti-Trump posts to track people down. This is how 2 black hats ended up at Wendy Parker's house. So we already know that's happening. So the contractors are able to correlate their findings with data in commercial data sets, which are provided by companies like LexisNexis and Thomson Reuters. So Thomson Reuters and LexisNexis provide user end data that ICE and the other agencies can connect with that social media data. Now, here's where it gets a little spooky. Those files don't exist in isolation. They're being fed into Palantir instances. That's Peter Thiel's shit.
Uh-huh.
In an attempt to correlate all of that data, which I guarantee you is data that's coming from Flock Safety, which is a company whose product takes pictures of your license plate and assumes your make, model, year, and condition of your car. Flock Safety's products have gunshot detectors and everything else. And Thiel is an investor of that company. I know a lot about that company, and I'm not going to say why. So, who gets caught? Officially, ICE says its data collection would focus on people who are already linked to ongoing cases and potential threats. But do you really think they're going to limit it to that?
Oh, fuck no.
Fuck no. Yeah, fuck no. Not no, not hell no, fuck no. And yeah, it's gonna suck to suck. So the danger is that when one person is flagged, guess who else gets flagged? Friends, relatives, fellow organizers, acquaintances, anybody that you have a social media connection to. Now, this is what ICE says versus what history shows. So ICE frames the project as modernization, a way to identify a target's location by identifying aliases and detecting patterns that traditional methods might miss. And I should point out, in all likelihood, they're using dark web data for PII relation. I know Palantir is using dark web data because there's companies that provide that data. There's a lovely company out in Texas.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm sorry to do the in and out thing. My laptop does not like Restream yet.
Oh, okay. We get to have a little talk at the end of the live before you go, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Lisa's in trouble.
I'm
kidding.
Yeah, you're really fucking. Lisa, I'm very angry at you right now.
I'm sorry. Don't make me cry. It's happened a lot today already.
Why? Okay, so ICE says that don't do that. You can do that on Trauma Live. You can't do that on Social Live.
I know. I'm trying to regain control of that. I can't talk
Right.
about it with my current.
Breathe. Whew. Breathe. Okay. So, you're joining again. Okay, I'm going to ignore your second join attempt.
That's
all right. So
I know what that is. That's that I rebooted my laptop and is trying to read.
Of course. ICE frames the scanning of social media and the connection of PII data to be just a modernization. This is bullshit. It isn't. And again, as I said, they're using dark web data. Now, there's a company out in Austin, Texas called SpyCloud, whose literal job, literally what the company does, Google this shit, SpyCloud collects human intelligence data from the dark web and sells it to people.
Yikes.
Sells it to people for whatever it is the fuck they want to use it for. I know for a fact the previous aforementioned Flock company uses dark web data.
The Democrats caved.
Yeah, Democrats caved. The Senate reaches a deal to extend government funding. Here's the deal, though.
At what cost?
It's got to go back to the House. So, bipartisan Senate deal has been reached to fund the government through January 30th and to set a vote on the Affordable Care Act bill.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, they've got the minimum majority for the Affordable Care Act bill, so that just it doesn't help much.
In a major sign that the government shutdown may be poised to end, according to sources. The deal includes a reversal of Trump's firings of federal employees and provisions to prevent such actions in the future. It also would ensure food stamps are funded throughout the fiscal year of 2026.
That's at least something good.
So Angus King, Jeannie Shaheen, Maggie Hassan all negotiated the deal on the behalf of the Democrats. So that means SNAP gets funded until the end of next year, no matter what happens.
Good.
And then there's a vote on ACA subsidies that happens thereafter. Are you working, Linda? I know it's Sunday, so probably, but the emerging deal would also include a new stopgap measure to extend government funding until January and be tied to a larger package to fund several key agencies. So the broader legislation would include a 3-year appropriations bill, bills that deal with military construction, Veterans Affairs, and the Department of Agriculture. This includes $203.5 million in new funding to enhance security measures and protection for members of Congress, in addition to $852 million for U.S. Capitol Police, per the summary or whatever. The deal would not include an extension of the expiring Enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies, which Democrats were holding on to, but it would guarantee a vote in the Senate on that issue at a later date. So that means that people that are dealing with ACA increases from a deductibles perspective and a premiums perspective, they're probably going to have to deal with that for 2 months, which is 2 months too long, which is a piece of shit. But anyway, so a source that Democrats recognize said that Democrats recognize that Trump's new hard line against extending ACA prevents a real chance of reaching a bipartisan deal on the issue. So several of them are willing to settle for just a standalone vote in order to end a worsening shutdown crisis, which is what they're in. So Karen, here's the thing that's fun about this. It has to go back to the House. Now Mike Johnson has to swear in Gierva or whatever.
Yeah.
Because the House has to go into session to vote on it, which means we're going to get Epstein files before the first of the year. Because they will immediately vote on that shit, and that shit will get released. And then we just sort of have to deal with the fact that, half of Trump's cabinet and Trump himself are in the Epstein files. And what is the overreaching implication of that, in which capacity and why? Because holy shit. I just don't know.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
I just don't know. So the surveillance thing, that sucks. That sucks a whole bunch. But here's the thing. So did you read the 90 billion story from today?
I've had an interesting day.
I did not. I was dealing with a 6-year-old and helping my sister get ready for Thanksgiving.
So Trump says that we've made trillions.
Oh, yeah, I did read that.
We've made trillions from tariffs. It turns out reports show that we've made between 90 and 130 billion with the tariffs.
Oh, so he's off by like a factor of 100, give or take.
Yeah, he's Rouser, go back and rewatch it. But trust me, it's something you're going to want to know about. Yeah. So we're going through all this funding mess, and Trump says we've taken in trillions because of the tariffs. But where the fuck is that money? Because he won't fund SNAP. He didn't refuse to fund SNAP. He refused to fund all this other shit.
And he also said if he has to issue a refund for all of the tariffs collected, it would destroy the American economy.
Yes. On top of the fact that nobody knows where the $90 billion is.
Right. Oh, it's building his ballroom and stuff.
I got a notification from Ground News saying that he's planning on paying out to the American people $2,000 each.
Oh, he's been threatening to do that forever.
Yes.
Every time the tariffs get any kind of imperiled, he tells everyone he's going to give part back, so they'll lobby to keep them.
Well, let me just put that to numbers for you. If hi Rena, come on in if you want. Here, let me put that into numbers for you. So if Trump agrees to give $2,000 to every family in the U.S., that's not $90 billion. It's more like $267 billion to give every family in the U.S.
So it's money he hasn't even collected.
No, he hasn't even collected it yet.
This is so full of shit. It isn't funny.
And,
it really is.
But it's all. Here's the thing. It's all a fucking grift.
Yeah, it is.
Always.
Him saying, I'm going to give everybody in the U.S. $2,000. Oh, and then there's the insurance thing. Trump says we have to abolish all insurance companies and the government just give insurance subsidies to the citizens to pay for their hospitals and shit.
That won't help. Idiot. This man doesn't understand policy any better than he understands regular toileting at this point in his life.
Honey, he doesn't have to understand toiletry.
I said toileting.
He just poops and pisses in his pants, and then somebody changes it.
Hi, Sacred.
Right. Hi, Sacred.
Sacred storylines. Yeah, he just shits and pisses in his pants, and then here's what I want to know. I want to know the guy who has to change his diapers when he's going to write a book that says, "Look, you have no idea how disgusting."
Especially fast food all the time. Holy heck. Oh.
It's so disgusting. Oh. And I want to know, too, do they lay him on his back and like hold both of his feet? And I mean, you do that to a baby, right?
I couldn't listen to the rest of that statement.
I mean, it's a baby. You change a baby, right? You take the baby wipe, you grab it, and so who gets to do that job?
Not it.
Or here's the thing: who gets to do that job, or how much would you have to be paid to do that job?
You couldn't get me to do that job even with hazard pay.
And you need it for that job.
Right.
Wendy, Sacred might be willing to come on if you ask her. I'm not sure what condition she is, but she's on my show quite a bit.
I dropped the link. She can come in if she wants.
I don't think she knows what the link was for.
Oh, yeah. Right. Join link is here.
Copy the link into your browser and join us.
Yes. Join us here at Studio Restream, Sacred. I know you've got plenty to say. We were just talking.
Get in here, Sacred.
Sacred. Join us.
All right, you can't click the link in the stupid stuff.
You have to cut and paste it.
Yeah, you have to. Here, what you can do is you can go to the Wendy the Druid YouTube channel, which is that, or you could just search for Wendy the Druid on YouTube, and you'll find the live link. And I'll drop if you go in there, I'll drop the link in the. Aaron, if you're watching the fucking live, you should come in here. God damn it!
Aaron, we miss you.
So, right. He doesn't give a shit about going to the bathroom any more than he gives a shit about any of the stuff that he has to do because he falls asleep in all of the meetings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have a meeting and then he's like, and he like nods off or whatever. Which is
he has absolutely no understanding of politics whatsoever. Not really. He knows how to grift people. He knows how to. That's interesting. I think I just got a request for the link here. But I think it's coming to me as a message
from
direct. I will try to copy it out of there. Hang on. Let's see. Lucky for me, both of these people are connected to me on Substack.
So, if you'll give me a second,
Sacred. I'm getting them both live here.
It's about fucking time.
Sorry, Lisa.
You missed the poopy talk.
No, I just turned it on, and that's when I was like, "Oh, if we're talking about diaper changing,
it's working."
So,
now
I want to hear your input. Like, how much money would it take for you to have to change his dirty, messy diaper?
I would take the 50 million that's left over that didn't go to Argentina, but that obviously got spent somewhere else. I'll do it for $50 million.
I can hear you.
Oh, there we go. We have Rena now.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Is that what your outside looks like? Gosh, Rena, where are you?
I'm at home in Suquamish.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Where is that?
Yeah.
Washington.
So, Washington State, you take a pretty boat across a big thing of water, the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and you end up here.
Ah.
Oh, so I have a trans sister who lives in Anacortes, I think it's called.
Anacortes?
Yes.
Yes. Anya Cortez. See.
Well, anyway, so Aaron, yeah, how much to change Trump's dirty, shitty, messy, wet diapers?
I mean, yeah, so $50 million, I would have to get HIV screening and then all kinds
of. Is it for only once or is it permanent?
That's a great
I think it's per wife.
Number dependent.
I also went back to front.
Let me grab my coffee.
Oh no!
I swear it's partner.
Rena, I don't know that I'd be able to drink coffee anymore if I had to do that.
Yeah. That's why we drink it dark. Just no cream in it.
Yeah, black coffee. So I have been a black coffee drinker for a long fucking time. Long fucking time. All right, so
if I got at least $500,000 for every change.
Also, like per change, you'd have to be restituted.
Yeah.
I don't look. Here's the thing: in college, this story time. You're talking to a druid, so story time.
You were using the leaves. I see.
Yeah, I was looking. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. All right. So anyway, so story time. So in college, I took an ethics class, and for the ethics class, my final product for that class was to determine pay ethics. And so I formulated a 20-question question survey. I went around the campus and I asked everybody on the campus the 20 questions. And the questions have multi-stages. So, like, for instance, like, here you go. For $1,000, would you break one of your own fingers?
I'd have to be
I mean,
real
done
fucking
that.
desperate.
Oh, okay. Purposely, like, hand down, snap, break the finger, $1,000.
I mean, I've broken 2 fingers, but
Well,
Okay.
not on purpose.
So Aaron, now that, would you do it for 10,000?
I would rather do something really gross like eat a cockroach.
No. I'll get to that.
Okay,
I'll
I'm
get to that.
sorry.
Okay. Break one of your own fingers for $100,000.
Why are you here?
Sure.
Well, it's in the first.
So yeah, all right. So the questionnaire went down the usual paths of things that questionnaires go, and towards the bottom, for instance, I asked, would you towards the bottom, it was, would you kill somebody for $1,000? But here's the deal: the circumstances are purely, you just have to live with how you deal with that emotionally. It's not anybody you know. It's not somebody. It's just, would you, and for how much? Or 1,000? No. 10,000? No. 100,000? No. So then I got to the sex questions, and so like my favorite one was, would you have sex with somebody of your own gender or gender identification, unprotected, under the predication you might go home with something? 100% of the people that answered that question would do that for $1 billion.
I mean, I would do it for free if I get the AIDS testing for free. I did it anyway for no money.
yeah.
Right.
Literally, shit happens.
Yeah.
Right.
But depends on the asshole.
Right. So what I determined in college was that where monetary benefit assails, ethics goes out the door. If there's a high price tag attached to it, as a human being, you literally will do whatever the fuck it is to get that much money. And get this, like one of the questions was, would you take a mortal wound under the 50-50 shot you'd survive it? And nearly 98% of the people said yes, I'd do that for $1 billion.
Again,
Right.
shit happens.
Yeah, right. So crazy, right?
Well, college kids are also
Insightful.
desperate. Like the loans that you have to take out. I mean, I thought about like selling my eggs at one point after I graduated because I was like, how am I going to pay these loans off? So, but
When I was at college, I would have sold my body for a can of beans.
Okay, you make that sound like again.
I'm not. I'm not admitting anything.
Wendy,
As a
what would
druid, what if it was one bean?
Oh no, it'd have to be a whole can.
Oh,
It'd have to be a whole can. I mean, I could tell you the IVF story. You'd laugh about the IVF story. My biochild Gizmo was IVF. And so the day I went to donate my genetic material for the process, it was here in Atlanta at Crawford Long Hospital. And I went there and they took me in the back room. And the girl was like, this is the collection room. And there are some media items in there to help you get through the process. And I walked in and I was like, this is all straight porn. This is all straight porn. So I walked back out and she was like, do you have a sample? And I said, no. And she was like, well, why not? And I was like, it didn't help. And she was like, oh, that's this room. So I went in that room and went, oh, okay, this is much better.
Apparently, more than one man had trouble getting with the
On that note,
poor gay men that are married to women.
Trust me. And when I gave her the sample, like walked out or whatever, I asked her. She was like, "Oh, you wouldn't. You'd be shocked. Like 70% of the guys, they don't go in that room. They go in the room that you just came out of or whatever." I was like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "Yeah, especially the married guy. Especially the married guy."
Why even separate rooms? Who cares?
Because that way they I guess they figured, people wouldn't be turned off by accidentally imagining the wrong gender.
Or they discover something about themselves. I mean,
that's better.
Yeah, marriages end because
sooner or later.
Now we get to talk about the tariff problem.
Okay, well, I gotta go. My phone's at 10%. I just came for the bean story.
Nope.
No, not to the bean story, for the bean story, guys.
No, it have to be a whole fucking can of beans.
All right, red or pinto. Bye.
What about black?
That was fun. We should get Rena to come in more often. That was great. So here's the thing with the tariff. So $90 billion, we don't know where the money went. Trump was not using any of the money to fund SNAP and all the other shit that he needed to fund. So where is the $90 billion? So we assume that he's already used some of that money to pay the Argentinians. The $40 billion that he sent to Argentina, that's where that went. We assume that. It doesn't necessarily make it true, but we assume that. So if SCOTUS invalidates the tariffs, it puts Trump into a very unique position. And that position is he has to pay the money back.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to pay the money back into the American economy. So a Supreme Court loss would trigger refunds of over $126 billion, which have already been collected, and potentially climbing towards a much larger sum of money as invalidating the tariffs. That's not like it. That's not a boulder. Once it's rolling down the hill, you just stop it. I mean, it takes time to roll it down the hill. So there's going to be more money involved. Now, companies that fronted tariff costs would see money flood back into their infrastructure. But American consumers who absorbed the inflated prices would see nothing.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing. The cash stays with the businesses who were legally liable as a result of the tariff. Businesses are already filing protective lawsuits in the Court of International Trade to stop that bullshit. So there's companies that are already afraid they're going to have to play the protective game when the tariffs get invalidated. So where does the precedent fall in there? The historical precedent that says this happens or not. So in 1998, a case involving a struck down harbor tax generated 2 years of refund litigation to the tune of $750 million, which is only a fraction of what's at stake now. So what can Trump do? If SCOTUS invalidates the tariffs and says you can't tariff and you can't use the IEEPA to initiate tariffs, and they take that power away from him, without emergency powers, Trump would need to use constrained trade statuses from the 60s and 70s 15% tariffs for 150 days under one law, and 50% caps on another. But those would all require investigations and administrative procedures for him to accomplish them. So, those alternatives include sections 122, 201, 232, 301, and 338, each with explicit processes and limits to that emergency power that he would have to bypass, and he doesn't have that power. SCOTUS would just shoot him down again. So we all know what a Mobius strip is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Constantly moving without ending. Alito identified the recursive nightmare. And what Alito said was, Trump tries new legal authority, gets sued, cases grind through courts, accumulating billions, only to return to the Supreme Court months later for another round. Because that's what Trump will do. SCOTUS will say you can't do this. He'll pick one of the alternative laws, try to tariff with it, run up a bunch of money. Here's the deal. The economy is going to continue to tank if he does that.
Yep.
And
Look at the tariffs before the Great Depression.
Yes, exactly. Pre-Great Depression tariffs, which all economists, hell, even Jerome Powell himself has said, and Bissett has even said, there are areas of the market that are going into recession already.
Mm-hmm.
The housing market is one of them. Trump's solution to the housing market? Get ready for this shit. Trump's saying if you want to own a house, sign a 50-year mortgage. And then you can have a house.
I'm sorry. When I saw the year on the payoff date from my mortgage, I'm like, that's not a real year.
So
2051?
Right. 50-year mortgage. If you want a house. You want to live in a house? 50-year mortgage.
Or you could just buy mine because I'm getting ready to sell it. So,
well, that's the thing. A 50-year mortgage means PMI would last 3 times as long,
and they get a bunch more money out of it.
And there'd be a bunch more money out of it. There'd be more taxes. I wish Evelyn Freitas was on this call, because she's a mortgage broker and she could actually tell you what would happen. In this case, but a 50-year mortgage, oh my God.
You had 20 more years of interest payments. That's going to be a ton of more money for the banks.
Yes.
And if you're lucky, you won't die before your mortgage is done, or until after your mortgage is done. Who wants to have a mortgage payment for 50 years? You start working, say, at 22. That means you're 72 until your mortgage is paid off. I mean, you have to work that whole time for sure, because you got to make that mortgage payment, and you won't get it out of Social Security.
I didn't buy my house till after I was 40.
Right.
I'd be 90. I'd be working till I was 90 years old.
Unless you could afford to buy a house right out of college, you wouldn't be able to afford the time payments. Nope. 30-year mortgages are bad enough. Jeez Louise.
I mean,
if I had a mortgage, I'd be dead already.
How many real estate agents does it take to change a light bulb? None. The light bulb is in excellent working order and comprised of a beautiful retro teardrop illuminator offering original glass and metal fixtures and located centrally in the middle of the room.
Yeah. One day I'll have to tell my woes about the real estate deal in Pennsylvania.
I'm going to marry a luxury realtor tomorrow. He's so dreamy. Check out the diamond engagement ring he sold me.
Oh goodness.
Oh, that's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Brandon? Oh, where's Brandon? It's Sunday night. Where's Brandon? We need our gay guy fan.
My fan broke, or I could fan for you, but
twiddling person. Yeah, we need our fan twiddling person. Oh, we have another person.
Yay.
Oh,
Sacred.
Sacred.
Hi. I don't know what's going on. I've got all kinds of stuff flashing up here that I had to do a bunch of stuff.
But it's fine. You're here. You can talk and we can hear you. So it's cool.
I am. I've got you guys in stereo. iPad and iPhone.
You gotta mute one of them, or it's gonna do that the whole time.
Huh?
You have to mute the Substack one.
Yeah, I would mute the Substack one because they're
behind too. So mute the Substack one and do the one here and restream.
I don't know what that even means. I've got my iPad turned off now.
Oh, okay. Are you still getting an echo?
I'm not. Are you?
Okay.
No.
Getting the stereo.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh no, it was just stereo. I had the iPhone or the iPad speaker thing shut off.
Right.
Okay. Now.
All right.
So little I can't see you.
have we all heard about the Netherlands?
I didn't.
No,
okay, so the Netherlands is about to elect its first ever gay prime minister.
Nice.
Which, holy shit. And then I had to do some positive queer news. Chapel Roan has launched a Midwest Princess Project to support trans youth.
Nice.
So, yeah, I feel like Chapel Roan is like, she's like many trans person's fairy godmother.
Everyone needs one of those.
Right.
Heck yeah.
Right. Oh, and then there's the blind dude. Do we all know about the blind guy? There's a blind author who wrote a children's book about coming out. He's real popular on TikTok. And the court case is now like in its third appellate court because they tried to ban it. And 3 appeals courts have said, no, fuck you. You can't ban that book. It's got to sit in a kid's library and fuck off. And that's tied to Maryland's anti-ban book banning law, which was used for the first time ever, which was to keep that book in a kid's library. So Maryland actually passed a law that said you can't ban book banning is illegal. You're not allowed to do it.
Okay.
And then the Mamdani thing. So I listened to Mamdani's victory speech, and there were a lot of things in his victory speech that were important, and I wanted to talk about this last week. We just didn't get to it. Is this. So first, his transition team are all female. All of them.
Great.
But here's the second thing. Towards the end of his victory speech, Mamdani said he would be certain to make New York a sanctuary city for all trans people.
Nice.
Wow.
So
that's great.
As long as he makes the rent cheaper, they might even be able to afford to be sheltered there.
So here's the thing about that. I want to put that into perspective. Living in New York City is not as expensive as you would imagine. It's cramped, but it is not exorbitantly expensive. There are nice New York neighborhoods where you can get a 500 square foot apartment for $1,200 a month. That's not horrible.
As much as I paid for a 3-bedroom house in rent.
I didn't say a 3-bedroom house. I said you can live in New York Like if you're a single person living in New York, you can do it. It's not great, but it's not impossible. Hell, you can live in Queens and have a pizza shop on one corner, a grocery store on another corner, and a coffee shop on another corner. And in Queens, that means you're golden. Now, the guy that owns the pizza shop might be connected to the Gambino crime family or some shit. He might have a cousin Lou that runs a cement factory that maybe you never want to go there, but...
Or he might have a job for you to do.
You know.
Ooh, there's a writing
in New York, yeah, living in New York is not... I mean, there's worse things.
I really enjoyed visiting New York. I thought it would be fun to actually, if I had real money, to one day go stay there for a month or two.
Oh, we don't have Krager's in the chat tonight, but I wish we did. But my New York story. Well, first of all, Aaron, have you ever been to New York?
Like briefly once, like 10 years ago.
Okay.
I'm not familiar. It's huge. I know that city.
Okay, so I had a friend that I worked with years ago named Vincent. And Vincent's last name was Vincenza. And so his dad lived in Queens. Well, one day I was talking to him, and he was all excited. His dad had won the Keno or whatever for like $10 million.
Oh, shit.
And so his dad could retire now. And so, like a year later, I had some vacation time to take, so I took it, and that's another funny story, and I should tell that story too. It's tied to this story. It'll make you laugh. Trust me, it'll be fun. But anyway, so Vincent and I and one of my other friends went up to New York and hung out with Vinny's mom and dad. And his dad's pizza shop is in Queens, like on 126th or whatever. But here's the deal. He won the lotto for like $10 million. So he can run his pizza shop however the fuck he wants. And so he has a reputation in the neighborhood. And the reputation in the neighborhood is if you go into his pizza joint and sit down, and you can prove that you're appropriately aged, he'll give you a free pitcher of beer. You have to buy a couple of pizzas. But his ordering system is very unique. And so we get up there, and he's like, okay, we're going to go over to Dad's place. We're going to have some pizza and drink some beer. It's going to be fun. I'm like, okay, great. So we go over there and we sit down. His dad walks out. And his dad's got the little pencil in his ear. He's got like the white apron. He's clearly been throwing pizzas up in the air. And he walks over. He goes, oh, that's right. I'm fucking sorry. And he says that in the middle of the restaurant, and everybody's in there, and nobody bats an eye. And he says, give me a fucking second. I'll be right fucking back, okay? Don't do nothing. And he runs out, and he comes back with the pitcher of beer, puts it on. He says, I'm sorry, my fucking fault. Don't fucking sue me or whatever. And the whole time I'm like, okay. So he's like, this is the first time you're in my fucking joint. This is how the fuck it works, okay? I'm going to put the pad of paper here down on the fucking table. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the pencil and you're going to fucking tell me how you want the fucking team and I to cook your fucking pizza. And then we're going to cook your fucking pizza that way. And then you'll be fucking good. And so, like, the whole time I was like, okay, why are not other people like, having a problem with this? And so, well, get this. There's like another couple in there, and they clearly have an issue with it. And so Vinny tells me, just wait. Just wait. And I said, okay. Because I leaned over. I was like, is he always like that? I mean, we're in public, and he's saying this shit. No, just wait. And so there's this like 30s, 40s couple, you know, mid 30s, early 40s sitting there. And the guy looks at Vinny's dad and says, "Hey, we're in a public place. Do you really have to cuss like that with everybody else around? You might offend somebody." And Vinny's dad looked at him and said, "Hey, get the fuck out of my joint. Don't fucking come back. And by the way, I say what the fuck I want in my fucking place. And if you don't fucking like it, fuck you. Get the fuck out." And they leave.
New York.
And they leave. And I was like, oh. And Vinny's like, yeah, I mean, it's my dad's shop. He just wants to make pizza. And he wants to be himself around other people that are just like him. So if you don't like it, get the fuck out. So it was a week of that. Pizza was really good. His sauce, oh gosh. Oh, Marone, his sauce. His sauce was amazing. Well done. And I like the pizza wasn't chewy and it was really good. And he actually kept really good beer, like good, like amber lager beer or whatever on draft. It was great. I mean, that was a week of a great time. But went back to work. But yeah, that's my New York story. But I'm pretty sure in the time that we were there, I watched in that pizza joint at least a couple of nights, a handful of connected guys walk in and walk out.
The real reason for the restaurant.
I mean, I don't know. Sure. Now, do you want to hear the Adam and Eve story?
Sure.
Oh, this is bad.
A sex toy Adam and Eve or a Bible Adam and Eve or
No. This is a sex toy Adam and Eve.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh boy.
I didn't know there was an Adam and Eve sex toy.
Oh,
Yeah,
AdamandEve.com is a sex toy important.
Okay.
Now, Aaron, I promise you, I'm going to get about halfway through the story, and then you're going to disappear off the camera because of the insane laughter that it's going to cause.
Oh,
I mean, I
can
keep myself if you want.
No. I want to hear it. So,
y'all know if you've heard me on Lisa's show, I'm going to laugh hard.
Okay, well, you're going to laugh at this one, I promise. So,
okay.
All right. So, while I was in college, first time around when I was at Georgia Tech, I worked at this place with Vincent and another guy named Greg and a guy named Stu. And I was an inventory control specialist. So what does that really mean? I was the shipping, if you needed shit shipped or whatever, you brought it back to my desk and I sent it wherever the fuck it was supposed to go. And then I managed all of the inventory. Now, the shop was originally a radio repair shop, car radio repair shop. But that business started to dry up, and so the owner, LB, we will call him, decided that he needed to get other business involved to keep the business afloat. And so, so the first thing that he did was he signed a contract with Marshall, the amp company. And so he had techs that could fix Marshall amps and shit. But that didn't make enough money. So then the warehouse was big enough that we could store an inordinately large amount of stock. So the way this happened was one day, LB told me, we're doing a storage contract for a major distributor. And all we're going to do is store their materials. And that's it. And he never said who it was. And he never, nothing or whatever. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. I mean,
materials.
Materials. And so, so boxes started to show up. And I mean, we're talking huge, 24 by 48 deep and wide boxes, double reinforced, all this shit. And so it started stacking up at the back, and it went up the wall, and then like whenever any of that had to be moved, I mean, they would show up, they'd call a lot number, I'd get the forklift, we'd drag that down, put it on the truck, and it'd go on its way. So then LB told me, he was like, well, we're going to start a new area of the repair business. There are some electronic devices that we're going to repair. Oh, no. Let me get to it. And so I asked him, I was like, oh, well, what's the name of the company? And his assertion to me was like Singularity LLC or whatever. And so this was dial-up internet days. But I had a connected computer in the back. And so I went and looked. And as it turns out, that was the parent company for Adam and Eve. And so I went back to LB's office, walked in, shut the door. I'm like, we're storing porn back there, right? Well, it's a little bit more than that. There's devices back there. And I went, okay. Well,
devices.
I'm not a fucking prude. I'm a trans woman. I'm not a fucking prude. I wasn't a prude back then either. Okay. I mean, I looked at him and like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about like dildos, vibrators, jackrabbits? I mean, are we talking about strap-ons? Whatever. He was like, any of it. Well, shit. Okay. So I went back to work. So like 3 days later, LB's mom was at the shop. And she was walking in the back, and she did that. Her husband was the original owner of the shop. But LB's dad had passed away or whatever, and so his mom. Well, his mom walks back into the inventory area. And suddenly, I don't know, like 8, 9, 10 minutes later, you hear this, ah! And I was like, what the fuck? What? What happened? And she comes back, and she has one of the boxes in her hands. And she drops it on my counter, and she says, what is this smut that is in my shop? And I went, you're going to need to go talk to LB Jr. about that. And she said, do you see what this is? And she reaches into the box.
Oh, no.
And she pulls out a gay porno.
Oh.
A gay porno. And I said, ma'am, that
could have been worse.
A gay film that maybe you should not watch. Now, this is far back enough, by the way, on VHS.
I was just going to ask if these are VHS tapes.
Yeah, VHS. So, oh no, I haven't even gotten to the worst part. It gets worse. It gets much worse. So, we went back to Junior's office. And I said, ma'am, I told her, like, ma'am, all right, LB, you're going to have to explain to your mom about this. And so he launched into this hilariously bad, like, explanation for it's keeping the shop open and how much money they're paying us and yada, yada. Mick, I completely agree with you. It's drama. Oh, but it gets much worse. So then, so like every week or so, she would walk back into the shipping area and just watch, because she had this complex about the fact that we had adult entertainment materials in the warehouse. So Larry told me, LB tells me, so we're going to start a repair contract with Singularity Enterprises. And I looked at him and I said, a repair contract? He said yes. And I said, okay, for those devices? And he said yes. And I said,
Can I ask a question? Are they selling them refurbished?
That's what I want to know. Like, holy heck, I don't know if I'll ever buy something like that off the internet again.
I knew you were going to ask that question. But Sarah, you need to wait a fucking minute.
Oh no.
You need to wait a fucking minute. Let me get to the funny part first.
Oh my God, we aren't there?
No. So he said, we're going to repair things. And I said, okay. Now, I want to be very clear about this. As the inventory control manager, it was my department's job to, when somebody sent a radio that had to be repaired, or an amp, or a guitar, or whatever, we had to open the box, take it out, put tags on it, and do all this shit to it. Right? So, this did not happen once. It did not happen twice. It did not happen 10 times. It happened more than that.
Oh my God.
Okay? One day, box comes in. It's a repairing situation. Jolene, if you're in here, you're going to be horribly scarred by this conversation, I promise you. So this box comes in. And so Greg's like, hey, Wendy, we got to return. LB's mom is walking back from the front while we're doing this. And so Greg and I grab the box cutter and we open it up. And oh my God, Eileen, have you been listening to this, Eileen?
I feel like I missed a lot.
So
I need a good laugh though. I'll catch up.
Oh, trust me. This is the story where I'm telling you that a company I worked for while I was in college was an Adam and Eve warehouse distribution center.
Nice.
And repair center.
And repair center.
Repair. God, I can only imagine the condition.
No. Wait. Let me get to that. Let me get to it.
Okay.
Greg and I open the box, and as we're opening the box, LB's mom is walking back to the shipping area, and he reaches into the box, and he pulls out an electric butt plug.
Oh my gosh.
With a note on it that says, does not work or fit anymore. Wait.
Come on.
No, wait.
It doesn't fit. Oh, fuck.
And she sees it, and then she looks at me and says, Wendy, what's that on it? And I said, oh, that's a smear.
Yeah. Yeah. I was waiting for that. Hey.
So she passes out.
Or did they get their Kohler guard tests mixed up?
LB's mom passes out cold on the goddamn floor.
Oh.
Like she passed out, and like I immediately ran over and went, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And she says, "I'm not sure."
Wow.
And so I'm motioning over to Greg, put that back in the box. Put it back in the fucking box. And don't open the box again.
Oh.
Don't open the box again.
Did the box smell when you opened it the first time? Like, was there any like funk?
No.
Okay.
No.
Shipping took long enough, the funk was gone.
No, I don't.
Flaked off.
So I want to then say that that had not been the first time that it happened, and that I had seen red smears, yellow smears,
That's
brown
dangerous.
smears. Yes, every kind of bodily fluid smear you can imagine. Now,
you need hazardous pay.
Here's a question I have, and the question is this. If you buy a dildo and it breaks, or it stops working, do you get it repaired, or do you just buy a new one?
Oh, you buy a new one.
You buy a
new one.
Can you even get
And
them
furthermore, if you're going to return it, clean it first.
Yes.
I mean, there's DNA on there. They could track you.
Only you'd go there, Sacred. That could be years later to trace back to you.
Yes. Wash it off.
So that wasn't the only thing that happened, though. No.
Wait, there's more.
Oh no, yeah.
My face already hurts.
No, we had a repair. We had a repair. It came back, and like at that point, Greg and Vincent and I, we had all worked up a constitution of like, well, whatever the fuck is in the box, I literally don't care. Like I've seen everything now, so I can't imagine anything else. And so the first time this happened, it was crazy. So open the box, and it was a device, attachable to one's waist, blunt implement.
Okay.
We all understand what that means, right?
Yeah.
And so pulled it
Blunt
out.
as opposed to tapered. I hope there's different shapes. Blunt? That sounds awful.
So
shoot.
take it out of the box.
I'm frozen.
And I'm like, attached. At this point, I'm wearing like rubber nitrile gloves or whatever.
My internet.
Weren't doing that.
No fucking way. Right? So take it out. I put the tag on it or whatever. And Greg's like, when do we have a problem? And I'm like, okay. I looked at Greg and I said, Greg, if there's a piece of shit in there, I don't want to know.
No.
I literally don't want to know. And he's like, no, I need you to look at this because we're going to have to. I'm like, okay. So I put it down and I walk back and I look in the box. 5 grams of cocaine.
No.
What did that fall out of?
How do you mistake that?
I looked at him and I said, I guess we're going to have a party tonight. I don't know what else to do with that. And so
Oh my God.
so I called LB's office and I told LB, I need you to get your ass back here right the fuck now. And so he's the owner of the company. He walks back. Okay, what the fuck is the problem? And I'm like, all right, look, that box that's on my counter, I need you to go and look in it, and I need you to tell me what the fuck to do with that. And he was like, okay. So he goes over and he looks at it. He sits there for a minute, kind of, you know, oh, Millicent, I'm the one hosting it, not Lisa, but it's cool. So he's looking at it, and then like he's not. It's like 2 minutes, and he's not saying anything. And I'm like, LB, what the fuck? And he's like, well, I guess we're gonna have a party tonight. And I look at him like, I'm not gonna sniff cocaine. What the fuck? Do we get rid of it? Do we flush it? Do we return it? That's a federal crime, by the way. That's a federal crime.
A person, you know.
If we ship the box back to the customer with the cocaine in it, and we get caught, we will be arrested. No, I'm not going to prison. Bad butt sex happens in prison, and I only want to have good butt.
No.
There might be good butt sex in prison. I feel like that's an unfair judgment.
No, there could be people that are actually in a, you know, more less than violent relationship. Yeah, there could be.
I mean, can we ask? I read an article today that Ghislaine Maxwell basically sent a letter to her parents or to her family and said, I'm being treated very nicely here, and I'm very safe, and I'm very thankful to be in this prison and not the other prison. And I'm just like, when you're a convicted child molester, like, you know, Linda, you could correct me here, but like, there's two things you don't want to do and go to prison. One of those things is child molestation, and then the other of those things is killing a woman. And here's why. Because in prison, there are prison people that have kids and wives, and if you fuck with either of those, they will kill you.
Yep.
You're exactly right.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're a child molester and you go to prison, it was nice knowing you. Well, maybe it wasn't nice knowing you, but you're not going to live very long.
Yeah.
Because they take that shit seriously. So, wow. Gosh, we almost, like 2 more people, and we would have had the Brady Bunch.
I know.
Hey.
Need more brave people around.
I can't look up.
2 more people would have the Brady Bunch.
Well, it took me forever to figure out how to get in here, and I'll probably never be able to figure it out again. So,
it's real easy, Sacred. Just bookmark the link because the link never changes.
Oh,
okay.
And it only works on Safari. Like, it doesn't work on Google on my iPhone.
It doesn't? I'm shocked.
I don't know. Maybe I have to do something on Google, but it says try Safari or something. I don't know. Whatever.
I'm using DuckDuckGo on my iPhone, and it's working great.
Me too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Me too.
So there you go. There's your wild ride story after talking about bad fucking politics.
Well, I'm glad I've got some time before I have to read because I have got so many tears running down my cheeks. My eyes are all blurry from laughing. Shame on you.
Look, I'm a druid, and so as a druid, I tell stories. I'm a storyteller. I'm a professional druid, by the way. Not many people know this. I've been a druid priestess for quite a long time. And I'm certified by a druid religious organization. And so one of the things that you learn in becoming a druid is that you learn to become what they call a bard. And a bard is a person that tells oral traditions. And so I do that really well.
Yes.
I do that incredibly well. So.
You do it well.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate
Well, remember
not,
that.
Not doo-doo as in, what you carried around before, but, do it.
How much of the do much do I do?
Exactly.
That's a lot of doo-doo.
That is.
I think you did that entirely. No, stop it. No, stop it. Don't do that.
I had an aunt doo-doo. Seriously, her name was Aunt Doo-Doo. Her real name was Donna Lou. And I recently realized I was her oldest niece, so I had to wonder if I'm the one that called her Aunt Doo-Doo. And I realized she had little sisters long before she had me. So I'm going to blame it on my mom or one of her sisters calling Aunt Doo-Doo when she was a little. But yes, I had an Aunt Doo-Doo. And she told everybody she was Aunt Doo-Doo. It's like, I got older and found out Doo-Doo was not just a nice name for my aunt. And I'm like, whoa, Aunt Poopy. Okay, then.
Was she your favorite aunt?
No. Now, my favorite aunt was my mom's youngest sister and my dad's youngest sister.
Okay.
And they were best friends, so it was kind of easy to like both of them.
There you go. That works.
In fact, I think my dad's sister was my mom's sister's best chief bridesmaid, whatever that's called. She was the head bridesmaid in my aunt's wedding. So maid of honor.
Maid of honor.
And she was maid of honor for my aunt. So yeah, they were very close.
I'll get to be
That's
one
cool.
of those. I'll get to be one of those one day. I haven't been a maid of honor. I've been the officiant because I can marry people. But I've never been a bridesmaid. I guess I've always wanted to be one.
I've been the photographer and the wedding cake maker. That's all I've done.
The only time I was a bridesmaid, I was like 7 months pregnant. Yeah, that was a lovely bunch of photographs.
Sacred, how the fuck did you stand up for that long?
It wasn't easy. I had to plant my feet wide apart and was thankful that the dress covered them so nobody knew how far apart my legs were so I could stand.
Wow.
I can't do that. I'm a tall girl. I'm 6'6", so if I do that too much.
6 what?
Do what?
That's what I said. 6 what?
Yeah, 6'6".
Holy moly!
Yes.
Hey,
that's what
happens
happens when you gender transition late in life.
My brothers I always thought were tall, but the tallest one of them is only 6'4".
Oh no! And we should talk about my siblings sometime. I'm not going to do it.
My God, I'm like 5'5.5" now that I've shrunk.
I keep hoping. I
was 5'8" when I was younger.
To shrink me a little. You laugh though. I was 6'6", and then 2 years into my gender transition, they measured my height, and I had shrunk down to 6'5.5", and I was like, "Woo!"
Well, I'd had the opposite reaction. I was not woo. I was like, "Hey, wait a minute."
Yeah, they took off 1.5 inches of my height recently. I'm like, I didn't see you guys use any measuring thing. Why are you calling me this short?
Right? Well, I went into my doctor and they did all the stuff, and he comes in. So I always ask the nurse, what am I now? So I get in there and sit down, and he comes in and he says, "You're not looking real happy." I said, "Why would I be happy? I walked in here tall and overweight, a little plump. I said, I'm leaving short and fat. I'm not happy."
Sacred,
Yeah.
You remind me very much of my beloved social sister, Elaine.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You and Elaine should definitely do words together. I think that would be a fun watch.
Could be. I'm game.
So,
Well,
all right. Well, we're literally right at the 90-minute mark.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any final thoughts they want to? I'll let you say whatever the fuck it is you want.
I'm not thinking, so I guess I'm going to pass on that option.
Whoa, wait. Do you feel better than when the call started?
It gave me some good distance. Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. Then
I feel
as
better.
a mom, I've done my job.
It's prepared me for my show.
Good, excellent. Everybody should go to Lisa's show. By the way, Lisa, don't leave when we. Sarah and Lisa, don't leave.
Hey, Lisa, I'd jump on, but I'm working again.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm on a break right now, so.
Yeah.
Who's that talking?
That's Linda Simpson.
Linda Simpson.
Okay. Well, I mean, my people on here are like, a half an inch big, and my eyes are all watery from laughing. I can't see anything.
I'm trying to follow the Substack comments. This is very confusing, but I'll figure it out.
They're behind the Substack here's almost like a minute and a half behind when we're talking.
Yes.
Oh.
So that doesn't help.
No.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, that's lovely because now I thought I was on Substack, but I have no idea where I am.
Well,
You're
and
not
if
here at
you
Restream.
didn't hear earlier, go back and rewatch the live. But ICE, INS, and DHS are all scanning socials now for Trump dissenting people.
Oh, really?
And so spaces that so Substack is a target. Here, let me get you the list. The list is pretty scary. So Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Tumblr, Instagram, VK, Flickr, MySpace. Why people are still on MySpace, I will never understand.
I didn't even know it was still a thing.
Right. Twitter X, TikTok, Reddit, WhatsApp, YouTube, Substack, and Twitch. All of those services are now being scanned by DHS, INS, and ICE for
Oh
you.
my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
He's
I'm
going to be a
Blue Sky is part of it?
domestic terrorist, I guess.
Yeah, well, they'll be coming for me one of these days.
What, Linda?
Shit. I gotta stop reposting stuff on Facebook. I can't help myself. I don't know.
My
I know,
Facebook
right?
deletes it as soon as it goes up for spam. I'm surprised
Right.
yours is and anything that it let me still see, no one sees it. They've totally embargoed mine.
Yeah, nobody sees my stuff. Nobody likes my stuff. I think the algorithms for all my stuff, just unless someone goes to my page. Yeah, I don't know. Or they're afraid to like it. But it's just Heather Cox Richardson. How could you be afraid to like Heather Cox Richardson? I mean, oh my God.
Just so you all know, when they come for me and they bash through my door, I'm taking one of them out before they get me. So I'm not going to prison. I'm going to be dead. I'm not going kindly or friendly or nicely or quietly.
I mean, a sacred hanging on a wall not too terribly far away is a 65-pound bastard hand-and-a-half Scottish claymore. They come through my front door, somebody's going to lose a couple of appendages before they take me down.
Damn,
What is
and all
that?
I got
A
is
sword or
shotgun.
something? An
It's a sword.
axe?
Yes.
Sword. Oh, okay.
Sword. Yes.
Yeah, and all I've got is a shotgun. I figure I fast enough to get two shells in. And
Eileen, that's not even the cool one. The cool one is the 495-year-old Sengo Muramasa katana that I have.
Oh, wow.
Which was forged in 1516. That one weighs 3.5 pounds, is paper thin, and if that comes out of the scabbard, an arm's coming off, and you're not going to feel it.
I have a Knights of Columbus, it's not even like a real sword, right? But I mean, I would wield that and then the cane that came across the Oregon Trail, and I'd shriek like a banshee and run out the back door and climb the wall and get away.
What are
I've got a
those
38
nice-
loaded in hollow point.
I
What are
believe the term that you are looking for is a shillelagh.
It is a
Oh, there we
shillelagh.
go.
A shillelagh.
It's a shillelagh.
All right. One of
Nice.
those knives, the big ones they used to use in the military when they were cutting down stuff like in Vietnam and stuff, they had to cut the
A
path.
machete.
Machete. I got one of those.
Woo.
Military issues machete. Razor sharp.
All right.
I don't know. I'm running. I
don't run anymore. I got one bad hip and 2 crappy knees. I'm not running, so I got to stay on my ground.
Damn it. All right. Everyone, thank you for showing up.
Well, thanks for having us.
No, tomorrow we have Trauma Live at 1 p.m. And then we have this live again tomorrow between 7 and 7:30.
Okie dokie.
Which I try to do every night.
We'll see if I can find my way back here again.
I'll make sure to post it on Substack. My Substack viewership is way down.
I can also, promise to message her the link because she has my contact info.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, good night, everybody. Good luck. Be safe out there. Don't get into trouble.
Bye-bye.
No promises. Bye.
Nighty nighty.
Nighty night.